Welcome everyone, this is one of the most intricate time travel stories ever told. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into the world of Predestination. Our story opens in a dim basement, where we meet a mysterious man, later known as the Agent. He's trying to disarm a bomb, clearly planted by the Fizzle Bomber, a domestic terrorist who's been wreaking havoc. The Agent is focused and calm, but as he works to disarm the device, he's interrupted by an explosion. Injured and burned, he barely manages to escape. This harrowing start introduces us to the life or death stakes in this world, and more intriguingly, hints at the Agent's role in hunting the elusive Fizzle Bomber. After the explosion, we follow the Agent to the hospital, where he's undergoing facial reconstruction surgery. It's a new face for a new mission. As he heals, we get a glimpse of the organization he works for, the Temporal Bureau, a secretive agency tasked with manipulating time to stop major crimes before they happen. This scene lays the foundation for the Temporal Bureau's work and the Agent's role in it. His new mission? To travel back in time, track down, and eliminate the Fizzle Bomber once and for all. Our story shifts to 1970s New York. The Agent, now working undercover as a bartender, meets a young man known as the Unmarried Mother. The two strike up a conversation, and the Unmarried Mother, after some persuasion, begins to share his life story with the bartender in exchange for a bottle of whiskey. This isn't just small talk. The bartender is interested in this man for a specific reason. This encounter begins the film's main narrative, taking us deeper into a life that is anything but ordinary. The Unmarried Mother tells the bartender the story of Jane, his female identity. Jane was abandoned as a baby and grew up in a strict orphanage. From a young age, Jane felt different. She was unusually intelligent and physically strong, but often isolated and misunderstood. Her story is one of loneliness, filled with moments of heartbreak. Jane never fit in, and this sense of abandonment shapes her life in profound ways. The bartender listens intently, knowing that there's far more to Jane's story than she realizes. Despite her struggles, Jane's intelligence and unique resilience catch the attention of a mysterious organization called the Space Corps. She's recruited to train for a future space mission, a thrilling opportunity that finally seems to offer her a sense of purpose and belonging. Jane excels in her training, but this opportunity is cut short after a fight with another recruit and several questionable assessments from her superiors. Her career in the Space Corps ends abruptly, adding yet another painful twist to her life. After leaving the Space Corps, Jane meets a mysterious man who captivates her in ways she's never felt before. For the first time, she feels seen and valued. Their relationship deepens, and Jane falls deeply in love, imagining a future together. But as quickly as he enters her life, he disappears, leaving her heartbroken and alone. And to make matters worse, Jane discovers she's pregnant. It's a devastating twist for Jane, who is now facing the prospect of single parenthood while grappling with a profound sense of loss and betrayal. Jane's pregnancy is fraught with complications, but she delivers a healthy baby girl. However, her happiness is short-lived. During the birth, doctors discover that Jane has both male and female reproductive organs, a rare condition. Complications force the doctors to perform surgery, leading Jane to transition into a male identity. Now physically a man, Jane adopts a new name, becoming the Unmarried Mother. Shortly after, Jane's baby is stolen from the hospital. In a matter of days, she loses her love, her child, and her former identity. It's a tragic, life-altering transformation that leaves the Unmarried Mother feeling lost and abandoned once again. Back in the bar, the bartender listens with empathy and offers the Unmarried Mother an unusual proposition, a chance to go back in time to confront the man who ruined her life. Curious and fueled by pain, the Unmarried Mother agrees. The bartender then reveals a violin case containing a time travel device, known as a temporal coordinate transformer field kit. They step into the time machine, initiating a journey that will uncover the shocking truth behind Jane's tragic life. The bartender takes the Unmarried Mother back in time, allowing him to witness a pivotal moment in his past. To his shock, The unmarried mother realizes that he is the man Jane fell in love with, the man who would later disappear, leaving Jane alone and pregnant. This moment reveals a twisted truth. He is both mother and father to his child. By traveling back in time, the unmarried mother becomes his own lover, creating a paradox that begins to reveal the full complexity of his identity. Struggling with the reality of this revelation, the unmarried mother realizes that he is trapped in a self-sustaining loop, a predestination paradox where he is both the cause and effect of his own existence. The bartender's true intentions are becoming clearer. He was tasked with guiding the unmarried mother through the events that led him to this realization, ensuring that the cycle remains intact. The unmarried mother, shattered by the truth, accepts his role in the timeline, slowly beginning to understand the inescapable nature of his fate. With the loop almost complete, the bartender leaves the unmarried mother at a certain point in time, completing the cycle that will eventually bring him to this very moment. Now, the bartender is left to finish his mission, tracking down the Fizzle Bomber. The bartender, who has played a pivotal role in setting each event in motion, now faces the ultimate test of his resolve and understanding of fate. He heads off alone to confront the one person who threatens to disrupt the timeline. In a tense and climactic showdown, the bartender finds the Fizzle Bomber in an abandoned laundromat. As they come face to face, the bartender realizes a horrifying truth. The Fizzle Bomber is his future self, aged and mentally fractured by years of time travel. The Fizzle Bomber insists that his actions were necessary to prevent even greater destruction, but the bartender is repelled, vowing to stop this future from coming to pass. Faced with the terrible knowledge of his future, the bartender makes a fateful decision to end the cycle. He kills his future self, hoping that this act will break the chain of events that led him here. But even as he does, there's a sense of inevitability, as if his actions are simply another link in the predestination paradox. The film ends on this haunting note, as we realize that despite his efforts, the bartender is still bound to the timeline, unable to truly escape his fate. Through its intricate storytelling and mind-bending structure, Predestination explores themes of identity, free will, and fate, ultimately asking if we can ever escape the roles we're destined to play. This journey has taken us through time loops, shocking revelations, and heartbreaking decisions, reminding us of the power of storytelling to explore the nature of existence itself.